We are going to do some Mario Paint. We're going to do some painting. It's going to be Creative Evening. The month of M continues as we explore another M-named game. Let's go upstairs. They always do. I think I'll try Oral. Nope, I'm muted. I saw it. All right, let's do this. Let me turn this down. Let me turn this on. There we go. This music won't be on the entire time. I just wanted to have something on while I'm talking about. Roar TV is going nuts. So this is Mario Paint. We are going to be turning on the curtains. There we go, and turning that on. Jesus. Have I ever done a stream before? Christ in heaven. All right, so this is Mario Paint. Mario Paint is basically glorified MS Paint with a Mario overlay on it. We are going to be doing some drawing. Hi, kitty. How are you? You ready to do some drawing? You ready to do a, are you ready to do a Bob Ross painting tutorial? Also, I forgot to actually post. There we go. Submit that. Excellent. All right. Let's do this. Let's put that over there. Always boobs. That is a smiley face, kitty. I don't know what you're seeing. We're going to put Bob Ross on in the background, and we are going to turn you down just a tiny bit because we don't want you to overshadow boss. We don't want you to overshadow Ross, just in the background there. All right, we're going to do a random one, which is this one right here, in the midst of winter. It's the next one in the testing I was going to do. So let's watch some Bob Ross.
Hi, welcome back. Certainly glad to see you today. Tell you what, let's get right on it today and have them run all the colors across the screen that you need to paint along with us at home. While they're doing that, as usual, let me show you what I have.
Did you watch a lot of Bob Ross when you were younger, kitty?
Canvas. And I've just covered it with a very thin coat of liquid white. That's all. It's wet and ready to go, so.
Really good start. It's wet and ready to go.
Today maybe we'd do let's do a little winter scene, something that's, let's just see what happens. Let's start with black and blue, or blue and black. And we just sort of mix them together on the brush. More black than blue, though. I thought we'd just play a little bit today. It's such a wonderful day here, and I hope it is wherever you're at.
All right, let's do this.
Just have a good time with this.
So in order to get the sort of brush effect here, we're going to need to use the spray effect. We're going to need to use the spray paint.
We'll just pop in a little sky here and there.
Oh, it actually kind of sounds like it. It actually kind of sounds like Bob Ross's little paint.
Just
leave some spots open. I don't want this to be
a flat old dead sky. I want it to have some life, some action to it.
We're going to leave some spots open intentionally.
A little crazy here. Well, I've got several of these brushes going.
I've never actually painted properly.
Little touch.
Not
much. Little touch.
You've done the painting classes, kitty. I have not.
Right along here.
Oh, we're going to do some crimson. Okay.
Just so it's not too bleak. Sometimes winter scenes can be very, very depressing.
Just a little bit of red.
Just a little pink in there, just to give it a little warmth in the background. I don't want much. Don't want much. I still want it to have a distinct winter taste to it.
That's fine. That's part of learning. We're going to give a little bit
right down to the edge of that pink.
There we go, right to the edge of the pink.
And that's basically all it takes.
We're also going to add a little bit of blue. We're going to add. Hold on, Bob. I need a little bit of time. to be able to get this up to your standards. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Happy little clouds. Have you ever done a painting tutorial, kitty? I can honestly say I have not, at least not for Bob Ross.
And that's good enough. That'll give us a sky that, as I say, it has a little life in it, some actions happening. It's not just a flat old dead sky. You can see light areas. And I like
Yeah.
that in the sky.
Not just a flat, dead sky.
that's
You can
what
see
we
there's
do.
like a blood streak
Maybe
right
the
in the
same thing
middle.
Down here.
Okay, so we're going to do
matter.
some gray.
Anything
like-
that we don't use,
Oh, wait. No, this is more sky. So,
we'll just turn it into a shadow. If this is a winter scene, maybe we'll have some snow.
there we
We'll
go.
have
Let's
shadows in
let's
the
use a
snow.
bit of gray
Or maybe it'll turn out to be white.
down here at the bottom.
Who knows? It doesn't matter.
Who knows, Bob?
Doesn't matter. Because we can fix anything that can happen here. We don't.
Okay, yeah, you say we can fix everything that can happen here, but we only have the dog. All we have is we make a big, huge error. We got one fixer. That's it. We have the eraser, but it's way harder than your thing, Bob.
We don't concern ourselves with mistakes. We just have happy accidents. There. Say something about like that. Maybe it's a good way to clean the excess paint off your brush. Okay, let's wash the old
Okay, so it's
brush
supposed
now.
to be blending
If you
towards
painted
the
with me
middle.
Before, you know that
Before you go on too far, Bob, I think I'm supposed to be blending it a bit more towards the middle, and there needs to be a bit of blue flecks here. Sort of as a... No, that's too much. The problem is you only get like one undo. It's like, what were they thinking? Did they think that... I mean, maybe it was a memory thing, like they could only hold so much space to undo. But it's like, come on, what if people actually want to undo? Oh, here we go. This is what we're going to do. We're going to make this just... This looks like shit. Okay, it's okay. We're just having a happy accidents here. So we're going to pump a little more gray, a little light gray into this area here. And you know what? I could sort of see like a sort of snowy
it's
scene
really the
here.
fun part of this. It's really the fun part, just washing the brush.
Yeah, I don't have that option, Bob.
Isn't that fun? I usually just wipe the brush on a paper towel to assure it's as dry as I can possibly get it. But
He's got a
you'd
bit
be
of
surprised
red
at how
there
dry
in
it
the
gets.
middle.
Just-
He's got just a bit of peach, like just a... We don't have a ton of colors to work with. We could use some of these specialty colors. Oh, yeah. Let's use some of this like specialty right here in the middle. So we have just a bit of like twilight in the sky like Bob has. Let's use a bit of like hazy blue up here. Just tiny sprinkles, you know. Just tiny sprinkles like that. You really enjoy painting, but you don't do it enough to
Yeah,
buy
like
new
that.
tools?
Let's
I
take
think
black, Prussian blue,
aren't
little touch of
tools...
crimson.
They're not inexpensive by
Black,
any
blue,
stretch.
crimson, and I'm going to get some white.
But they're not so expensive that, you
Just
know,
take
I
a
wouldn't
little
look
bit of
twice
white.
if you wanted to get some.
I'm going to mix up, put a little more blue in there. Yeah,
Do this.
I want it to have sort of a blue cast to it. Ooh, I like it.
Okay, what color is he going
That's
for
looking
here?
good.
This is like
A
a...
little more white. You just mix it till it gets to the flavor you like.
I don't
think
have
that's
that
wonderful.
color.
It's sort of a drab
Probably
blue
this...
color. It's not real bright.
Probably this is the closest I
There, it's a
got.
nice winter color.
Mine isn't a
All right,
nice
let's
winter
grab another
color.
Brush. Load it full of color. We'll use the old fan brush today.
Maybe like this? This
Maybe
might
in our
work.
world, back here, somewhere in the background.
Oh, he's going like...
See, this color is not
Here we go.
far away from the color that's already on the canvas. Let's just push upward today and make us a little tree.
We're making a little tree.
It's pretty close to the color that's on the canvas. And that's what we're looking for. I don't want it to be too much farther away. Pretty close, pretty close. All right. There
Oh,
we
right,
go.
right at the
Tree right
end.
there.
That's okay.
And you
That's
decide
okay.
what
We're
trees.
going to make a tree right
It's
next
up
to it, and that's
totally
going to be
completely up
the
to you.
tree's little friend. That's okay.
As you've probably heard me say before, to me that's what's so fantastic about painting,
Mm-hmm.
is that each and every person will paint differently. And that's
Some
what
people
makes it
paint
special.
well.
If we all painted the same way,
Some people are using a terrible paint emulator from
you know
1991.
what the finished painting was going to be before you start.
Add a couple
Because people are
trees.
different, paintings are different. That's the beauty of it. That's what makes it very special. It allows you to show your individuality.
Got a couple trees over here in the distance, maybe a bit. We need like a bit of a
trees do we want here?
brown.
You decide. You decide.
Like a bit of a brown highlight.
Old forest, maybe just want a few.
You'd rather go to a class that provides the tools? Well, that's an option too.
Make up little stories. You know, people look at you like you're a little strange, but that's all right. Painters are expected to be different. Let's have one more right there.
Hey, before you go too far there, Bob, I think I'd like to just have just a little bit. Let's do like a bit of brown shading throughout. Like just, let's get the spray paint here. Just a bit of brown shading on these trees. It was almost a slot. I thought that was going to be a slot win. It paused for a second.
As I say, painters are unique. I take advantage of that all the time too.
Are they, Bob?
Now then, I'm gonna take the old 2-inch brush. I want to create the illusion of mist down here at the base of this.
Oh, I'm not going to be able to do that.
Mist. So just by tapping, we're just gonna softly disappear.
Oh heavens, I'm not going to be able to do that, Bob.
Trees to just sort of look like they're just.
I guess I could do
misty
something
here.
like. I guess I could do something like this. Hold on. I could do something like this. Maybe a sort of darker shade here. Like trying to get that effect is going to be a little difficult. A little. Let's go a little bit thinner, like right over here. This is the. I don't know what the hell that noise is. I don't know what that noise is at all.
Cold air.
Or like a hutchoo. I don't know if that's Mario Paint.
Like that.
That kind of looks like a bit of
trees in the background.
really terrible mist.
It's very misty, cold looking, and already you have the impression of winter. That easy.
Do you get the impression of winter?
All right.
I'm going to add a few more happy little trees because I'm not getting the impression of winter. Let's add another tree right here. Now this sound I understand, but there's a sound like a hutchoo. And that one I don't get. I need trees to sort of come through the mist a little bit. Like the mist, I'm not necessarily opposed to this little weird mist we got going on here, but the trees need to come first. You know what I mean? Like maybe the trees need to come through. All right, what are you going to, Bob?
Let's get a clean 2-inch brush. Time to have some fun. Let's have us a little snow.
Are you saying we're not having fun yet,
snow.
Bob?
With a 2-inch brush, very easy. Load it full of color, full of titanium white. And we already have this gray color on the canvas we put on and talked about it being like a shadow. Now it's going to pick that up. See there?
Oh boy.
But we just let it sort of disappear over here. We don't care. We don't care. That easy. But isn't that fantastic?
I mean,
Snow is one of the easier things to paint in this technique.
I mean,
Okay. You ready for a little fun today? Maybe. Tell you what. We filmed this show in Indiana, and there's a lot of old barns
in an
here that are just
abstract sort of way.
Let's paint an old barn today.
Hold on. In an abstract sort of way, I see it. I'm not digging the just missing white pixels we got up here. There's too much just missing noise up here in the top. There we go. All right. So this, I kind of get the abstract of trees right here. This is our foreground, and we're about to add ourselves a little house. It's called stippling.
To take it, scrape out a basic shape. Just sort of scrape it out. It doesn't have to be exact, and you're not committed. You're not committed here. So let's just decide what kind of old barn we want.
See, here's the thing, Bob. Unfortunately, I am committed. Oh, I can just rewind, can't I? Do I have the option to No, I don't. I don't, because Mario Paint isn't set up properly for that. That's okay. I unfortunately am committed once I start, Bob, but I will trust your judgment here. Where exactly are you on the painting? I mean, I don't have to go where you are. Like right there in the middle-ish. That's like dot matrix. I'm hoping that it looks something, you know, like a facsimile of a barn. You know what I mean? Of a barn. Something like right here.
One of the easiest ways is to scrape out a basic shape. Just sort of scrape it out. It doesn't have to be exact, and you're not committed. You're not committed here. So let's just decide what kind of old barn we want.
I unfortunately can't do his method, but we can sort of do something similar-ish. We could add some we could actually add some of this like right here as like a snow on the roof.
Maybe it comes down like that. Maybe it has a place over here for the cow to sleep. It doesn't matter. You decide. Barns
Who gives
come
a
in
shit?
all kinds of shapes. Farmers are like painters. They do it their way.
Maybe you worry too much.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought of that?
That's so great about being a farmer.
Maybe
This
that's why
fantastic
Cheryl
country.
left.
You can do it your way. All right. I have a lot of friends here that are farmers. So have to get a brownie point in with them because they got the best food, and I like to eat. All right. On the
What are
other
you
side,
talking about? I was just focused on painting for a second. He's just going off on a tangent about about enjoying farmers' food. I think the best way to do this is something like this. No, probably. Let's get rid of that. Probably more like this. Ugh. Maybe, but oh, here we go. You like the black? I think the black works, but I want to I don't want it to be just a black just a black barn. There needs to be some color variation here. It's like I'd like to make this actually not look like shit. You know what I mean? Like if we spent just a little extra time, maybe this thing could look kind of decent. Nope, too far. Maybe something like this. And then the rest of it seems to just be like... There we go. There we go. Yeah, it needs to have some actual depth. I'm not sure what's happening over here. We could fix that, though. What do I want to do with the actual roof? We need to go, like, a just straight black line across. Need to be thicker, please. Like a straight black line across. There we go. And I think I need, like, not too thick, but like at least an extra line or two going this way. That, oh my god, like that. Yes. And then the roof, can I make it something like, just give it a little like roof color, something like that? Or is that too much? That's too much. Let's trust the process and give it maybe like this, just slightly darker, or slightly lighter, excuse me. I keep trying to control Z. That doesn't work in Mario Paint. Something like this. Just need to clean up the lines just a tiny bit. And that kinda looks like a barn. Alright, come on, Bob.
In distance here. We'll just scrape out. I hope you can see there's just a basic shape there. And as I mentioned earlier, you are not committed. Van Dyke Brown Dark Sienna.
I am 100% committed, Bob.
At this point.
Bob?
A roll of paint. Now let's begin picking out the little things in here.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I'm committed.
See there? That easy. Okay, now then. The old barn comes down. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Yeah, that's basically what we did. Let's make it a bit more.
See?
Oh!
All we're doing here is blocking in a little color. We'll come back and do a barnectomy after a while and cut it off wherever we want it. But right now, all we're doing is putting in the dark.
I see.
Putting in some dark color.
All right, well, let's just do that. Okay, that's too much.
Here we go.
Let's just do that then.
Bloop. See there?
You're the expert there, Bob. Let's just clear.
I do make them even when I'm by myself. I make little noises. Sort of makes things work better for me.
All this in.
All right, and over here. There we go. See?
Too much.
That's really about all we're looking for to block it in. Right in here would be a little dark paint.
Do I want to try and make that? Do I want to try and make that actual side part of the barn there? I could, I guess. It'd be something like this. That's wrong direction. Maybe something like down here and around, up. Okay. Okay, yeah, there we go. Oh, look at that shit. All right, let's do this. Get the... Oh, my God, the roof looks terrible. Let's clean up the roof just a tiny bit. I'm more dedicated to this painting of a terrible roof in Mario Paint than I ever have to any painting in my life. Let's do this. Excellent. And let's grab the very dark paint. No, I need the light paint for the roof here. And then the front of it can get the darker paint that we've been using before. Here we go. Something like... I want to make sure that the lines are still obvious. Bob, you can rejoin us in a minute, but I'm sorry, the Super Nintendo mouse did not give us a lot of freedom. Let's switch this back to black. Make sure this line down here at the bottom is perfect. Yes. Excellent. Now, before I do... What the hell is that noise? Like that, I don't know what that came from. I didn't... Like that hutch. That was not from Bob. That was not from me. I'm very confused. That's too much. We'll let Bob go in just a minute, but I want to make sure this part here is good. And I'll just redo both of those lines, actually. I won't, I won't worry this too much. So, let's fix these last two lines. Excellent. Perfect. All right, Bob.
A little dark paint. Okay, now let's take some white, dark sienna, A little Van Dyke in there. Maybe a little crimson too. What the heck?
Just gonna
Give it a little warm feeling.
clean
Don't
up
overmix
these
the
a
paint.
little bit. Don't overmix the paint.
Cover
You
a
got
little
it.
Paint. Then we can go up in here.
Okay, what you doing?
Just barely touch. Just let it graze. See?
Oh, Lord in
Let it
heaven.
graze.
Oh, he's doing
Looks
a
like
little barn.
old-
He's doing a little barn on the side of the barn. He's doing a little shed. So I could probably do something like, let's switch back to black. We're going to need to use the black in Mario Paint because otherwise we're not going to get any sort of idea of what we're trying for. I need to cough 1 second. All right. So, and it looks like he's using just this palish brown. So we will... Too much. We'll go ahead and spray paint this brown as well as a bit of the sort of winter thing that we're going for. There we go. I'll clean up the line in a minute. And that'll sort of look like a shed. Kinda. Oh, did I actually run out of Animal Crossing songs? Good to know how long that lasts. All right.
Wood.
Wood.
If you've painted barns and cabins and stuff before, you know, I really like to paint old things. I'm an avid collector of antique glass, for example. I like.
So, okay. So, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make that effect. Oh. Who am I to doubt Bob? Who am I to doubt Bob?
Old things. When you get my age, you have a tendency to like old things. You can relate to them. There we are. And I am old, older than dirt. Let's take a little Van Dyke brown, and I want to darken that color so that it's darker over here on the side, because maybe not as much light's going to hit over here.
Darker on this
See,
side.
that's much
Okay.
darker.
Well, I don't have.
Now then, let's put some boards in there.
I don't have a
Then
darker.
we'll
Oh,
just
here
put
we go.
some Van Dyke brown. And we'll just put the indication here and there of some little boards, some slabs that live in.
Okay, I kind of feel like that would be. I kind of feel like the slabs are going to be way too much effort. What's going on, Pheelanoid? We are we're making a house, and by a house I mean we're making a barn out here in the winter wilderness. Oh, here we go. We can sort of make some slabs with the line tool. This kind of gives us the option to make some very awkward slabs. Yeah, we're making a house where cows live, exactly. Oh, and we can sort of make lines on the roof, too, so it doesn't look like complete dog shit. That's kind of nice. That gives us... We got options here. We'll do a few over here on the shed. Sorry, Bob. This is going to take me longer with the with the MS Paint mouse than it is for you. Let's do a few lines like this, maybe? No. Maybe a few line like this. How are you feeling, Lloyd? We were going to put Bob Ross back on in a second, but he went ahead on my level of expertise, so I had to pause him so I can catch up. About go back. Cro-Magnon Smurfs. What's happening in general? Oh, yeah. That was a Super Mario channel. Those things are monsters. I think that they didn't know what they were doing, and they didn't have an idea of what they were allowed to do, so they only had so much information. Like, these are the toad people. They have hats that are toads. They're toadstools. You know, that sort of thing. I don't know. This over here is messing with my chi. Maybe like doing a bit of spray. There we go. I don't know what that sound is. Just going to ignore it. There we go. All right, Bob, come back.
Here. There. See there. I wish the barn was this easy to build for real. My father was a carpenter, and I've built a few barns. It's not this easy.
I think...
There.
Can I add something like that? Maybe a spray paint tool of just a little bit. Oh, there we go. If we just very lightly spray paint this, we can get some snow effects. Perfect.
It's not this easy. There we are.
Too much.
Something
Like
about like that.
very
Now
light.
that we need a roof on this barn so the cow don't get cold. Let's take some titanium white. Since we said this
Looks
was winter,
impressionist.
maybe the snow is there.
It's a very sweet way of saying this looks like a crazy person drew it, but I appreciate this. This looks like one of those tests you take that you know that ends up in an unfortunate report on the headmaster's desk. Like, yeah, we were gonna let you go, but I don't know about this.
Let's just outline it so that way you get a nice straight edge when you pull it down. Watch. See there?
What are you doing
There
now?
we go. Now then, a little more of the white.
Okay, so you're just making like a
There. There we go.
I don't know if I want that. I think I will. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to compromise, Bob. I'm going to spray paint a bunch of snow on the roof. That's about the best we're going to get. And I'll redo the line. Perfect. All right.
Isn't that neat? Looks like snow's piled up on top of the old barn. A little bit over there, because you'd see some on that side too.
I think,
You'd also see some here.
yeah, I don't think the white line works as nicely in
Oh, and a
Mario
whole
Paint.
section to go here. There, let me get some more white.
I will do the
Same
white
thing.
line down
Outline
here.
it a little bit so you'll have a nice straight edge. Then when you pull it, some nice straight edge.
There we go.
There we go. Something about like that. Okay. There. But you can just move it, pull it, work it any way that you want it. All right, we need a door. Old cow's got to have a way to get in and out there. Just take some bend that.
Old damn cow's got to get in there somehow.
And once again, don't worry.
Okay, so that's going to be easy enough. So that's just a straight up box. Like a big, thick, black box. Let's put it like right here. Oh, come the fuck. Not that big. All right, how about like right here? And all right, that's about perfect. That's about as good as we could hope for.
At the bottom, we're gonna do a barnectomy, as I mentioned earlier. We'll cut this rascal off wherever we want it to be, which is about time to do now. Let's say the old barn right along in there.
What are you doing?
See? Didn't take too much cutting on that one. Sometimes I paint them where I have to cut a lot off the bottom because I get carried away.
Oh, are you
When
like
you're
getting
telling stories and things begin.
stuck in the
Slowing
snow?
down. I
I'm
don't know
not
when to
clear on
stop.
what you're doing here.
All right, that gives us a pretty nice little barn. There it is. Let's find our old 2-inch brush. Old 2-inch brush. It's got a little snow on it. A little snow. Let's go up in here and we'll put another plane. Come right in there. There we are. Watch watch that brown snow. You know what they say about it.
What do you what?
There we are.
What do they say about it, Bob? What do they say about brown snow, Bob? Are they talking about shit snow, Bob?
About in there. Over here on the other side, we'll just bring it right up. Again.
Look at I can't. There's no way I can get the reflection here like he has,
And put a
which
little
is just
snow
as
in
well
those
because
bits.
he just fucked it up
That
anyways.
easy. Once again, snow is so easy to paint when you're using a big old 2-inch brush. So easy to paint.
Yeah, the paintbrush that I have down here is not how that works. This door, we need to make sure that is all black there. All right, so I'm not sure if there's a way we can get the sort of wind-swept look he is trying for. Don't know what that noise is, but we will try. Maybe we could do something like a long fuzzy line here. That's nothing. That's absolutely nothing.
Find a clean fan brush. There's one. Looks pretty good. Find us a place to work on the old palette.
Like, I am fully in support
Gotta have
of
a big
the
palette. Big
of the
palette.
happy
Very-
accidents
Very helpful.
thing. I'm fully in support of the happy
Almost as
accident.
important as having a, well, as having
I just noticed someone's a
an
Gyarados.
easel that holds your paint firmly. Your painting firmly.
I used to have
When
them
you're
all,
using 2-inch
all the
brushes,
really big ones gone.
you really need
I don't think I care
good
anymore. Just be a Gyarados. It's fine.
easel, a large palette.
That might be too much.
It'll pay you tremendous dividends. Let's mix up some color here right on
All
the
right.
brush.
So what are you looking for, Bob? Are we gonna put in a
Blue,
cow?
Black, brown, little crimson. All them good colors. Maybe.
I see Roar TV is
Okay. Here we go.
frozen.
Maybe right here.
That's exciting.
I'm gonna put a little paint thinner. Just
Hold on a second. What's wrong with Roar TV? Why are you frozen? Unfortunately, it's my external hard drive, which sucks. It's huge, but it sucks. It keeps like freezing. It'll take a second to restart.
thin the paint, a little thick.
Oh, are you making some
When you
trees
paint
up
just a
front,
little
Bob?
bit, pretty soon you begin to get a feel for it when it touches. If it don't want to pull just right, then you can add a little thinner. But don't do that unless you have to. I just knew the paint wasn't going to come off the brush unless I did. I'm going to have a happy little tree. He lives right there. Just
All right. Okay. I see where you're going with this. We made the trees out of blue in the background, but we can make them straight up. I think straight up black. Or maybe brown. No, I think black might be the best. The closest thing we got. I'm concentrating. Concentrating on making this tree look more like a tree. Big old thick base. There we go.
a little guy. A little guy.
It's not a great
On the
tree,
side of the barn.
but I
On the
like
other
him.
Side over here.
He needs a friend.
You know me. Bravery test. Here we go. Bigger tree. Big old tree. I like these evergreens. They're so much fun to make. And they're very simple. Very, very simple. Takes a little practice like everything else. Everything in your life takes a little practice. But you can learn to paint this technique faster than any painting technique that I have ever seen. And I think I've tried just about all of them. There. And oils.
They look a little scraggly,
Are so
not gonna lie.
And They possess a richness that no other medium possesses.
I might need to go over them again. Give it a little more fullness. Bob's able to give it a bit more depth. I need to give it a second coat of leaves, I think. That's looking a little better. And we'll give the little tree friend another run through. Give it a little more foliage. This tree just looks like ass. That's better. Looking a little better.
I think that's why the old masters painted mostly in oils. They just have a richness.
I don't think I want another tree over there.
Other mediums to me are very flat when they're dry.
Actually, I stand corrected. I think another tree over there would
And
look
they're
nice,
harder.
but this one,
This is the easiest because it's very forgiving. You can't make a mistake.
here's what we're going to do. We're going to put the tree over here, and we're going to give it the double leaf treatment, the double branch. And I'm also going to give these some brownish highlights, some dark highlights to offset the black, because these are trees. Like, yeah, there's some artistic interpretation because of the medium, but we should give it a bit more, just a bit more highlight. And maybe a bit of this wintry highlight to also go on the trees. I've given up trying to understand what that noise is. I think it's coming from MS Paint, but I've got no idea why. If our kid came home with this, oh yeah, this looks, I mean, if this wasn't being drawn by a 40-year-old man, this would be amazing.
All right, let's take
It's supposed to look like this.
some of that nice gray color we had. Maybe right in here. Maybe there's a little path that just works its way out. Just works its way out here.
Okay, all right. I get where you're coming from. Maybe like the dark gray. Probably the best option I got. Too much. Let's start from this direction. I think I'm okay with that. I think that looks reasonably close to what I wanted it to look like. What's going on, Sproul? We're painting. Perfect. Excellent.
Something
May the
about
fourth be
yeah,
with you.
we just put some gray in there so
Okay.
can come right on out.
I'm amazed at how little,
Yeah, then
how the May the Fourth be with you
Put
has
some
been a
highlights on
thing.
our
Like
little-
even up to a year ago, May the Fourth be with you was such a big to do. I'm proud of you. I appreciate you, Kitty, but it's just the method. It's the Bob Ross method. All this blue highlighting up here in the front seems a little silly. Beautiful. Do I want like I need like a line of demarcation, don't I? Do I need like a line like right here? No. No, that looks like shit. Never mind.
Evergreens. Let me clean off another spot. I'm running out of room today. Running out of room.
I think I want another tree, like, over here. We lift up our hearts. What song is that? I feel like I have, you know, I haven't been to church properly in quite a long time. And there's quite a few hymns that I think have gone out. Oh, it's a call and response? Gotcha. There's a lot of, just on the same vein though, as long as I'm on the topic, there's a lot of like hymns that I've thought about recently. Well, relatively thought about strong, but I'm like, you know what? I've forgotten all about that song. I don't miss that song, but I'm like, oh yeah, we used to sing that a lot when we were kids. Interesting. Oh well. That's basically the conversation in my head as it happens. Give these a bit of sprinkling. Excellent. I think we need just a bit more sprinkling of gray up here. Like, we've got a lot of white, but I think the white loses the definition without a little more gray. Gotcha.
There we go. Now, I'll take liquid white, titanium
Liquid white?
and phthalo blue. I changed the blue. I've been using Prussian blue through the entire painting. Now I want to use phthalo blue because I want to highlight these trees. And
I need to fix these lines here on the roof. Perfect.
phthalo blue will stand out a little bit.
What is he doing?
Just want it to stand out. This is a blue spruce. I just made a decision. Command level decision right here.
All right. All right, Bob.
You decide what kind of tree lives in your world.
Don't fuck with me, Bob.
All right.
The bit
Mix up a little more of that phthalo blue and white. Don't want that other little...
of sprinkling.
Don't want that other little tree left out right there. Now you have to decide which tree's in the foreground. I think the small one here is. So you do the one behind him first.
I feel like we need like a
How's that?
bushes or something
And your
here.
little tree over here. Don't forget him. He gets sad.
Do I have all the XCOM games now?
He'll get sad.
I don't think so.
We'll give him a little...
And honestly, I'm not. I don't think I'm even missing that many.
That easy.
I think I have XCOM 2. Does it include like the thing about
Let's
the
try here.
about the
Titanium
tail of the
Let's
giant,
some
the
of
tail of
that
the
color.
lion, or whatever the hell it's called?
Well,
Does it
let's pick
include
up
that one DLC?
intentionally. So that way you get all these different things happening.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to make that, Bob. I'm sorry.
There. Okay. Isn't this neat? These whole winter scenes are a lot of fun, and I really think they might be the easiest ones to do. There we are.
I think
And
we
just blend
actually
that a little bit till it looks
kind
nice
of
and
made
soft.
something here. I feel like, you know what I feel like we need?
And this little tree over here. Now I'm intentionally grabbing some of that dark color.
He's got like 25 minutes, so I
So
don't know if
put
he's
him
going
on a
to.
little hill, sort of. That easy.
I don't think he's not going to. So I
He
think
sort
I
of
know what
sits
I
up
want to
high.
do.
Isn't that neat? But just by pulling some of that color that you can create that illusion. It's unbelievable to have this kind of power.
I feel like we need
Unbelievable.
a fence.
There we go. All right, see the little path? It's coming right along there, maybe. Shoom. There we go. You just decide where your little path is. There we are. And you can take your fan brush that has the gray on it and just polish the edges up a little bit, however you want them. So, because we can just go back and forth, work this until it gets just what we consider perfect. And sometimes it's nice to, we'll just pop in a little deuter here, then lift up. Lift it up.
We're going to go mental with
Make
the
it look
mail.
like little bushes and weeds.
Yeah, I don't think we need a mailbox.
Maybe there's
We
one
need like a
coming out here.
fence
I don't
of
know.
some sort.
You decide. You decide where they are. But you have little patches of bushes and sticks and twigs, limbs and twigs that grow everywhere. There we go.
Oh, he's doing like foliage. That makes sense. Where'd my music go? There we go. There we go. We'll have the fence continue a bit on the other side. And a fence going up here. Perfect. That's too much. Yeah, because that actually, it looks like we're coming in from the road. So I kind of like that. We need a bit of foliage up here. I'm going to be honest, I'm spending way more time on this than I thought I would. I'm not complaining, though, because I'm actually very much enjoying this. Just a few little green patches, although I'll probably sprinkle those with white since this is a winter scene. Yeah. A little bit of brown. I feel like I need the pathway to be a bit... Yeah, this needs to be a bit more obvious. Like, we can have a few dots just to make it clear that this is like a painting, but there needs to be a bit more accentuation. There we go. All right, Bob, what you after? What you doing?
Right. We'll just use that same brush. Ready to get crazy? Let's take some Van Dyke Brown. Mostly Van Dyke Brown.
Chimera Squad alone? I think
it doesn't matter.
Which one is... Oh, I'm thinking of Chroma Squad. That's a different game.
Ready for your bravery test? Okay, here it comes. There. Okay, let's give him a friend. Let's give him a friend.
What are you doing, Bob?
There.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that, Bob. I don't want to do that, Bob.
Something about Black Cat. Maybe. Maybe this
Sorry,
is
Bob. I'm not.
Birch tree that lives out here.
It's not going to work.
to you.
I don't have the
You can think you
accentuation
birch
you
tree.
have,
Whatever.
buddy.
You could have an old oak tree if you wanted to. Doesn't matter.
Horse house. Hanshoes.
Something like so.
But you know what I can do, Bob?
There we are. It's hard to believe. This is the 31st series of The Joy of Painting. Good gosh, there's over 400 shows now. It's almost unreal. Almost. I want to thank you for allowing us to come to you for this long. We've been doing this show now for well over 11 years. 11 years. And you've made me feel very special to invite me into your home and to let me be part of your family.
Poor Bob. I've
Thank you very
stopped
much.
paying attention because I'm looking at Yoshi and
If you
Mario.
haven't got to see all the shows in your area and you would like to, give your station a call. They're available to them. They're available to them.
Look, if you can't see my show, that sounds like a fucking
only
you
way to-
problem. What do you want me to do about
brown
it?
but paint thinner here. I'm just going to put on some little
Make a
nails.
house
It's
out
too
of
cold for
Goombas?
the
I want this to
leaves
be
on here.
a pleasant
They
picture.
went to Florida for the winter. Now leaves don't go to Florida. They just fall off a tree. I know. Somebody will write and tell me they're not there.
I don't want to go overboard.
There we go. Anywhere you want them to be. Anywhere. Just paint thinner
Could have just used like this.
and off you go.
I could have just used this.
But don't worry about what's behind it.
They already had a.
Just paint it.
They already had a fence.
Nature didn't worry. You don't worry.
Although these look like
If you
shit.
want
So.
little limbs here.
Oh, here we go.
Turn
Some
that
snowmen.
You got this rascal.
Oh, we can have some snowmen.
Maybe there's a little stick right in there. I don't know. Maybe let's go right over in here. Maybe over in here. We can put the indication of just a few
Yep.
little twigs and sticks
Bo-
and things. are living
Bob's
there.
off on a tangent. I'm not going to be able to
Something
do
about
what
like
Bob's
that.
doing.
Shoot, I think with that we about have a finished painting. Let's take a little bread and we'll sign this.
All right, we're going
rascal.
to take a little
We
red,
hope you've enjoyed this little.
and we're going to sign this little rascal. All right, so I think, real talk right now. That might be the nicest thing I've ever made in Mario Paint, which is incredible because it still looks like garbage. But you get the idea of what it is. It looks like a paint. It looks like a Mario Paint painting. It's very lovely.
Painting. I hope you'll try it. It'll give you a lot of experience using the equipment, and with experience comes confidence. And with confidence, you know you can do anything that you believe you can do. From all of us here, until next time, I'd like to wish you happy painting. God bless, my friend.
Kitty's lovelier. Well, yeah, no shit. It is that goes without saying. So let me if I there we go. Beautiful. You're beautiful, Kitty. But thank you. This is just following the process. That's lovely. You know what we should do? We should use the we should see if the terrible Mario Paint save system works. Spoilers. I don't think it does. There we go. Save. So this is how you would save things in Mario Paint. Also, let me get rid of that because we need the music. We need the Mario Paint music if we're gonna save save our beautiful creation. So this is how long it took to save things in Mario Paint. And frankly, I just think they wanted you to hear the cool song. I'm gonna take a drink. I mean, we don't actually have to save it, which is nice. We have this thing in the future where we could just take a screenshot and post it somewhere else. Also, Bluey dance mode on Roar TV right now. That's a very good Bluey episode. Why is the robot dying? The robot's taking 1 pixel at a time. The robot's really got to toughen up a little bit. We got a lot of pixels for him. Have you ever played Mario Paint, Violanoid? Excuse me. Let's take a picture of this. Let me get out of the way. That looks lovely. I didn't mean to take... Let's take a picture. There we go. Let's save that. Honestly, the music on this game is just baller. Look at that. Oh, that looks beautiful. Now, we're going to destroy it. You never did art games because school art classes were bullshit. I mean, this is just a play around game. They just wanted you to have a good time. So there, back when you know, this was a novelty, there was a couple of different ways you could delete things. You had the pixelization method. Hold on. Where's the? I think it's F. There we go. Let's save state. So I could show you the different ways of deleting. So you could do the pixelization. You could do the whatever this little static wave thing is. Real talk, this was cool in the year 1991. You could do boxes. It's been so long since I've done these. I forgot like half of these. Forgot half of these were actually a thing. You could do bar lines. You can do whatever this is. This is actually like you do this as a kid, but you do it with like a doodle. It's another thing entirely to use it on like a huge, enormous piece that you've done. Well, that was just boring. I think they get more boring as you go further to the right. That's just a fade to white. This one's terrible. Look at this shit. The pop. What is the dog? I could have just dogged it the whole time? The dog is the undo. Okay. Also, and we finally have the last erase, which is this. And real talk, that was really cool for the time. I'm not sure if it passes the test of time, but here we are. So, I did have a few more things I wanted to do. We wanted to learn how to draw Garfield.
What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video I'll show you how to create a simple cartoon illustration of Garfield. Let's begin today's lesson in the center of a page with a straight
Lesbian today's lesson. Got
line
it.
coming down towards the nose. So we'll start at the very top, pull the line coming all the way down towards the bottom. From the bottom of this line, we're going to draw a small oval going around the nose.
We're gonna draw Garfield,
Off
guys.
the right side and then back in towards the middle. Now we want to go back up to the top of our line and round
Yeah,
up
the
eye.
first
So
half
let's
are
start
actually
with the
really
left side.
cool.
So I'm going to go up toward the top, come
Bring
around
you
the
down a
side.
tiny bit.
I'm just going to bend that in towards the side of the nose. Let's do the exact same thing on the right. Starting from the center line, going up towards the same height, come around the side of the eye. I'm just going to bend that in towards the side of the nose. Let's add a curve along the bottom for the eyelid, starting from the left, bend this down just up above the nose, and up towards the right. Let's pull the pupils towards the inside.
It's moving so
on the left,
fast.
draw a small curve coming down and up. Do the same thing on the right. And it will fill the inside of the pupils in black.
Shit. Hold on. Undo. There we go. And do a pupil here too. And basically you're just doing that. Something like this. There we go. Draw a brain with a
Now we'll go back
hemorrhoid.
up to the top and draw on the ears. Let's start from the middle. Let's start with the left side.
Oh god, we're gonna run out of time. We're gonna run out of room.
Round out the ear and then bend that in toward the top of the eye. Let's go back to the center and do the same thing over on the right. Going up, round out the ear, and then bend that in. From the top curve of the ears, we're going to bend this up.
I present
and then down the
Garfield.
middle. Go up on the right.
Oh
and
shit.
then out.
Uh
I'm going to add those points along the top of the ear. Let's start from the outside, come down an angle, and then back up. Let's add a few more going up towards the top of the ear. Coming down, up. Just add a couple
something like
more.
this.
Add one more, and let's pull that up toward the top. Let's do the same thing on the right. So we're just going to line this up.
Something like
Down,
this.
I'm just going to add 3 going towards the outside of the ear.
What is this music he's got? This is butt EDM, 100% copyright
now I'm going
free.
to fill that inside area in black.
This is almost looking like Garfield.
From the base of the ear, we're going to step down and curl around the
Okay,
chin.
hold on a second. I can fix this. I can fix this. Let's do something like that. There we go.
So let's start on the left. We'll go all the way around like a circle, and then bend that in towards the side. Let's line this up over on the right. Going all the way around, curve down, and then in. Now I'm going to curve down across the bottom of the mouth and then up towards the center of the nose. So on the left side, we're going to step up, curve down, round up the mouth, and just bend that up towards the center, and then go down and out towards right, going all the way around.
Hang on a second.
Up the cheek.
Oh, I see. I see. You're doing something like this.
Let's add 3 spots across the top of the cheeks. Now just underneath the mouth, we're going to add a curve starting from the left, then it's down the middle,
Something's gone wrong.
and then up towards the right.
Something's gone wrong.
Let's go back up to the ears. We're going to curve the head going all the way around, in behind the cheeks, coming down. and
Can
then
you take
up
care of that,
underneath the cheek.
Veilanoid,
Let's
please?
start on the left side, underneath the ear, and it's out and then down.
I'm in no
behind the
state
top
to
of
head
the
to
cheeks.
summon a train.
Let's continue this curve underneath the cheek. We'll go all the way around towards the bottom, and just tuck that up along the outside. Let's do the same thing on the right. Starting underneath the cheek, going down,
Thank you much.
and just bend that in.
This almost looks like
Now
Garfield.
there's 3 sets of stripes on either side. So let's start on the left. We're going to start with a straight line. A shorter one on the inside. Let's go to the bottom. Start with that straight line. And a short one on the inside. Let's add one more in between. Now I want to do this exact same thing over on the right. Starting on the top.
This almost looks like Garfield.
And we'll go in between. Let's add 2 short lines along the top of the cheeks. And then we'll sign our art and add a splash of color, and that's pretty much it.
Whoa,
There's a
whoa, whoa,
cartoon
hold the
illustration
fuck-
of-
Calm down. Then you just splash the color, then you do the thing, and then we're done. Goodbye. It's like, Jesus. Okay, chill out. All right, let's add the color. Oh, Christ. All right, add some orange. We'll add orange. 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 There we go. Oh, yeah. And now we need orange. And now orange. And now we need some more orange. Okay. And now we need a very light color like this right here. Holy shit. This is a very terrible Garfield. This is a bad Garfield. This should be an emote. I should make this an emote. let's just copy this out. Perfect. Let's post that over in the Discord just so I have it. Excellent.
Garfield. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure
You know what, jackass? Where's your thumbs up button? Where's your thumbs up? Do I get a thumbs up for you? No? All right. Well, you lost your chance. Suck it up. All right. Next. We're going to learn how to draw Shantae. And if you think that Garfield was hard, Shantae is going to be something else. I'm not even sure we can do Shantae. Our tutorial today is hentai. All right. Could you? Okay. How about we slow down just a tiny bit there, champ? How about we slow down there a tiny bit, champ, and mute your music and play literally anything else instead. All right, so I'm gonna do something like this. Got the little elf ears here. It'd be really cool if I could actually see what you're doing. Even at half speed, you're going too fucking fast. Can you calm down? Like this, something like this, and then a line like that. Her hair is going to be a problem because I just don't have that much room. That seems to be the thick and thin of it there, Feelanoid. You're right. Something like this. I'm not sure how you're supposed to learn anything watching these tutorials. Like, I'm learning how to kind of copy what they're doing, but I certainly couldn't repeat it. I'm not sure this is looking like Shantae. That one, nope, that one's too much. Damn it. You hold the fuck on. That's the thing about only having one undo. Really just about the most cumbersome way you could you could ever draw anything. But God bless them, they were trying for 1990. We'll do a little earring here. We'll do another... No, we won't. We won't do another earring. We'll do a little neck. I don't know what you just drew on her head. I can't fit that. Sorry. Tell me you didn't just draw the boobs. Tell me you didn't just draw 2 circles. All right, now we draw the boobs. All right. Let's get this done, I guess. Let's just get the clavicle here. Now, don't get me wrong. My idea is not to get better at drawing this evening. Tonight's just for funsies. Okay, where do I put boob number 1? Boob number 1 goes right about... Nope, not right there. Right about... Nope, not right there. This tool kind of sucks. That'll do. And then a boob, like, right next to other boob. Oh, God, this is going to be impossible. There's no way I'm going to make symmetrical boobs here. Not with this tool. I'm gonna have to freehand the other boob. I'm gonna have to freehand the other boob. Here we go. It's already got problems. Maybe I can do something like... There we go. Good enough. I'll take it. Middle out is a better goddamn method than regular paint? What do you mean? Tracing tutorial might be a better tutorial, at least to get a feel for the motions. I mean, this is helping in a kind of way. Like, I never would have even known where to start. But again, I'm not actually learning anything. I'm just mimicking. The circle tool? Gotcha. I don't know the terms. Alright, we're gonna do this. I don't think this looks like Shantae, but it looks like someone. It looks like a person. Oh, hold on, hold on. You're going way ahead of me there, champ. Let me back up. Okay. I'm going to hold tight there on the end, what we're doing with that. We're going to have the arm go down that way. I'm going to be real. Some of these are turning out way better than I thought they would. Paint has it corner to corner, which makes no sense because they don't have corners. Middle out. Oh, I see what you're saying. Middle. I gotcha. I didn't understand that. I would rather. I'm used to the corners. I'd rather they just do the corners. Why did they give him? Why did they give her Mega Man hands? Does she always have Mega Man hands? Oh, God. Oh, fingers are not good for the best of artists. Come on. Come on. There's got to be a better way. Something like this? Okay, that'll work. Good enough. You know what? If you're looking at the fingers, you're I don't know what to tell you. I'm not a good artist. Something like this. Something like this. Oh, he's doing her hair. Hold on. I'll get with you in a second, champ. It's always like one finger that's fucked up. It's fine. Whatever. Who cares? Okay, so that thing on the top of her head was the top of her ponytail, which can probably fit here, maybe? How am I going to do this? It's going to have to be... something like this. Taking this incredibly seriously. It's like, this could actually look like something. Like here, her hair, if we're able to get her hair properly colored, could actually look like Shantae. The rest of her, I don't know. But her hair, that's not cut off there in the middle. There we go. Damn it. I forgot about this in Mario Paint. It took forever if you screwed up. Where is it? Okay. Let's do... There we go. At least it shows you basically exactly where the wrong place is. Like exactly where the wrong spot is that you have to clear it. No. We need like a little bit of purple right here. There we go. That'll cut off. Perfect. As for Shantae, isn't she like good enough, right? Obviously not what I wanted. Perfect. Like those things up at the top, I think are like gold. I don't know what I could make those gold too. We need like a we need like a circle over here to connect this to make this make sense. Here we go. Do this. There we go. Now the thing she's wearing makes sense. We can do gold right there, and we could do more purple in the hair. That's hair. There we go. Perfect. And now down here at the bottom, we could probably do something like this. Not that, no. Maybe like... Good enough. And this could also be gold. No, that's her... Those are her... How would we do that? Actually... And these on the side could be a different color. Maybe like red tassels on the side sort of thing. Damn it. I want to get that tiny little dot. Perfect. Similarly, in drawings, core outward is a good method. For a person, you start with the face because that's the core of who they are. And for a face, you start with the eyes because they're the windows to the soul. What did Bob draw first? The barn itself? No, Bob drew the trees in the background first. The barn was relatively... Well, not super... Damn it. Come on. Thank you. Thank you for your... Let's close those off. I think we're just about done with Shantae. And then I have one more drawing to do after this. Damn it! Don't do that. I want it to go... Not right there. It's like you can't... There we go. Alright, and her fingers can be flesh-colored as well. And the other side of her gems can be red. Of her gauntlets. There we go. Oh, look at that! Look at that. It looks really nice, kinda. I mean, it looked better than I was expecting it to look. I'll say that much about it. Let's do this. And we have one more drawing to do. Her legs are missing. Her legs, she's covered in those, I don't know why I'm pointing at the screen. She's covered in this gold. Those are her legs right there. And there's like, oh, we know what we could do? We could paint like a little background. This will make it more clear. So there's like... Here we go. So now you can see the gap down there at the bottom, although it looks bad right now. I'll fix it. Something like this. There we go. Something like that. And I hate the pixel hunt of trying to find, it's like, is that the white pixel? And I don't really care about those other little tiny pixels. It's not a perfect Shantae, but I'll take it. So she has Q-tips for legs. Look. You want me to give her some girth to her legs? I can give her some girth. There we go. There's some girth. Damn it. Here, I'm going to make it big for a second so I can actually see what I'm doing. I have had the ability to do that all along, but I've needed to see the screen. There we go. Now we can see some legs. Perfect. Good enough. I feel like her... No. Should we give her like a 6-pack? No, she's fine the way she is. Let's get this off the screen. Let's take a picture. And take a picture without the giant. There we go. Let's take a picture without the cursor on the screen, please. One of these days. Excellent. Beautiful. I like how Mario Part agrees with your idea of dogs eating visual mistakes. That's true. Wonder if that's where it got it from. Probably not. Speaking of which, oh, never get rid of the puppy love channels. Oh, those dogs are so dead now. That's sad. All right, let's dog erase this. Let's use the boxes. We got one more painting to do. I thought I would finish early. I don't think I am going to tonight, which is good. I was very tired today. I was considering not even doing Mario Paint because Mario Paint is a stupid game to stream. But you know what? Here we are, and I'm glad we did it. All right, we have... No, don't do it again. Thanks. Very, very cool. It's trying to erase nothing now. Damn! Okay. Let's get off that screen. Excellent. You on, you off, you make sound, Mr. Man. Is he so quiet? Oh, because I turned down the... Okay, my bad. That was on me.
Big inspirations when it came to cartooning came from a Christian show that came out in the 80s called McGee and Me. And
all right, speed it up, champ.
Cartoonist, simple, easy.
I don't need the backstory.
Get that camera cord.
So I was going to do this last night, but I kind of lost steam. So we're going to learn how to draw the terrible, the terrible Christian cartoon.
And usually the first thing I start off with is the nose. So we're just going to get a nice little, just a little roundabout. And then we're going to start.
You didn't do...
And
Okay.
bring that around. And just kind of stop right there. Very good.
See how well we can draw
and then we're going
McGee.
to put another little line just right on top of that. Very good. Okay, now just right under that we're going to have another line, and that's going to be his mouth. So
I could make him really goofy.
here we go.
It's like, I don't want to really screw with it because it takes so much
Very
effort
good.
to undo
And
errors.
we're going to put the corners of his mouth.
On the plus side, it will probably look terrible regardless.
And on the other side. Good. Alright. Now we're going to put
Good.
his lip
Well
down
done.
underneath. So just another line right under that long one, but a much shorter line.
Give yourself a round of applause.
Very good. Okay. And now we're going to do his eyes. So we'll have another line just like this one here, but just a little more off to the side and facing the opposite direction. So just right about here. Then we're going to,
Okay, come on.
like that. Then we're going to
Keep saying things like, well, right about here, right
bring it
here,
down.
and then not doing anything. It's like, Jesus
like
Christ,
that.
pick it up, champ.
Perfect. Then we'll do the same thing over here on this side. So take the line up like so and bring it on down. Good. Okay, now
This is going to be a
eyes
cursed McGee.
inside. And some smaller. I'm gonna leave those little white dots right there because it makes them look like they're shining.
I don't know what to tell you. I lost the
Okay.
dot. There you go. There's a dot for you.
Now, the hard part that many people encounter
They forget to include the Lord
whenever they're trying to draw this character
in their
is that
paintings.
he has very detailed hair.
They're trying to include the
And
Lord of Jesus
This is
Christ.
true,
The
but
love.
if you practice with it enough, you can pick it up pretty easily. It just takes a lot of work. It took me years to be able to
Years.
do this. So
It's gonna be really funny if I get this spot on.
we're gonna come up like this, and then we're gonna go back down.
I don't know your
like
game,
so,
mate,
and add
but
some detail,
I kind of feel like McGee is
So we
not
have-
the
and then we're gonna put some
most-
spikes to show that his hair is bushy. So we have
what's the
one,
word?
2,
Confusing
and bring it
hairstyles.
down. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. Have a line right here. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Very good.
Got a Dr.
And we're
Wiley
gonna
look going on here.
Bring a line down here. Okay. And then for the rest of his face, we're just going to bring this all the way around.
He kind of looks like
Take
Leisure
it.
Suit Larry.
Awesome. Then we're going to do a little loop right here for his ear.
I really miss Val
Another
Kilmer.
Little loop inside, just
Nope.
like that. Great. Okay, and now for the really hard part, his hair. And like I said,
This
it takes
kind
a
of
lot
looks like
practice,
him.
but the more you practice, the better you'll get.
Like in a wildly
really
roundabout way,
goes
it
with not only
kind of
cartooning,
looks like
but anything
McGee.
you decide to do. So, first thing I usually do with this hair,
It's gonna be really hard when I have to draw
line.
me. From Satan
just like
horns.
that, and then we'll continue on just like there. We'll put another line right next to it. Then you'll put a line in between his two eyebrows, just like
It's gonna
that.
make him a furry.
And now for the fun part, that really loopy hair.
How did this guy get 7 downvotes? This is a perfectly fine video.
Now, his hair's gonna come up.
His audio
and
kind
then
of
we're gonna
sucks,
have
but
a
whose
little
doesn't?
bitty curve right over here. So
Uh-oh. I don't have
what we're
room
gonna
for
do
his
is
hair.
Bring it up, just like that. So, just like that,
Uh,
and then we're gonna loop it around.
I'm gonna have
Kind
to
of make
do
sort of a
something
hook.
like this.
Just like that.
There we go.
And then we'll put another one on top of that. And then we're going to have to bring this all the way back down.
And another one
And
on
just
top
like
of
the
that.
eyebrows, we're going to put some hooks in there to make it a little more scraggly looking. So I'm going to bring it around, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3.
Gotta make it
and
scraggly.
Alright, now we're going to do another little spike right here. We're going to go up like that and bring it down, and then
I don't know if I have the ability to make it
Another one
scraggly at this point. I think
on
we
top
might
of
be we might be in danger.
very good.
We might be
we're
in
gonna do
danger
some
of
more
failing this
down
draw.
here to finish off his hair. So I'm going to start right about here and go 1, 2, 3. Great.
We have
Now on
tremendously
the other
lost the
side, We're
plot.
going to do the same thing. So we'll just start right here. And we'll go 1, 2, 3.
Still really good. Thanks,
Alright,
Kitty.
and then we're going to do the bottom of his hair.
I feel like I'm trying to take
So we're going to bring it
my
down
drawing
and
seriously
just make
because
some more
you know
little hooks like such.
for some people for some people, art means something more to some than to others. And I feel like when it comes to McGee and Me, I feel like it is a production from a company that deserves a lot of respect. They're doing a lot for the world, and I feel like that McGee is a good guy, and definitely doesn't. Oh God, I messed it up. Undo. Here we go. Just put him right here. Excellent. There we go. Oh, damn it. I hate it when it does that. Takes so long. I like how the little cursor starts dancing, but that's not enough of a, you know, that's not enough of a whoopee to make me happy about screwing it up. Okay, so the background can be light blue. I sort of lost the plot after the face, but basically he turned into a little guy. He basically turned into a little guy that's being sucked into a something, like a piranha plant or something. We're going to give him the face. There we go. And the hair, it's going to be yellow. Yeah, this is the first rendition of Mario, and they're like, you got to do something about the main character, man. This thing is gonna haunt children's dreams. This thing's a nightmare. Also, he doesn't even have eyebrows. That's why I'm gonna give him mean eyebrows. I am McGee. A mandolin hat. This sucks. We haven't actually done anything else in the... let me take a picture of this after I color in the top there. Do we want to do a round of... do we want to do a round of bug extermination? Did I actually take the picture? That's not the right picture. Let's do the bug game. There's a bug mini game that I don't know if you know about. You might have seen it over time. The slapping bug mini game. All right, let's do it. Let's get it full screen. So there is a few extra things in the game. This is the slapping bug minigame. I will do it exactly one time because this minigame sucks. Whoa, that's loud. Also, I'll need to remember how to play the game because apparently... It does get harder, by the way. It's already pretty hard to slap the damn things. $69. Yeah, so this isn't a very good minigame, but I did want to present it as it is part of the game. It's something a lot of people remember about fucking Mario Paint. Isn't that Hideo Kojima? Hideo? It's Mario Paint. It's Nintendo. My mouse is too slow for this. I have my sensitivity down way low. Here's the boss. Oh, watch out for the flagging. This is basically a tech demo for the Nintendo mouse, by the way. This was Nintendo's way of saying, look at all the cool stuff you can do with the Super Nintendo mouse. I have vague memories of the first level of this not being too hard, and then the second level like cranks it up by a lot. Like I said, I will play until I die. So, what are we playing next stream? If you think this stream was bad, next stream we're playing the terrible My Little Pony game that I bought on a super sale. So, if you're looking for more terrible cartoon games to watch, that's coming up on Tuesday. Those bees just demolished me. Those bees just kicked my ass. I don't know what these things do. I don't really want to find out. I don't know if I've even made it to the second boss ever. And it looks like tonight won't be the day. Is it another big bee? It's another big bee. It's the same fucking boss. It's the same boss. The exact same boss! They couldn't have come up with a different sprite? That might be the furthest I've ever made. That might be the furthest I've ever made it in this game. I don't remember ever getting past the first level, or the second level, excuse me. And apparently there's whole new songs I didn't even know existed. I'm not getting past this level, by the way. We're going to die very quickly. Okay, what's with the moaning? Moaning critters. Ooh, ah. Oh, I'm so fucked. We're so fucked. Yeah, okay, bye. So, that was exciting. There's a few other things I just wanted to take a peek at, and by a few, I mean mostly just the one is the music creator. The music creator is a lot more trouble than it's actually worth, but I did want to take a peek at some of the some of the songs that are available. Just because they're a bop. You finished the Bluey cereal? Nice. I'm glad. Sometimes cereal we don't get to and it goes bad, so I'm glad it was finished. So that was the first of the tracks. Uh-huh. Crank that tempo up. There we go. So it's a relatively robust music creator, I guess, at least for the time. But the problem with it, honestly, is it's very, very limited. Like, you could take some time to just screw around with everything and just add a bunch of this, but it's so limited. Even that sounded kind of good, to be honest. That sounded better than I thought. Oh, I was not expecting this to go the whole night, but I think we've done everything I wanted to do in Mario Paint. And I'm glad. I'm glad that we were able to do that. Tuesday, we'll be playing a bad game. The month of M will continue. It's going to be exciting. I'm not sure why I'm still holding that. Just don't worry about that. I guess I'm still gaming through the ending. That was fun. Thanks for hanging out. I am going to go to bed. Love you all. Goodbye. Have a good night. Mwah. See you on Tuesday. Bye.
Thanks for your time. Have a good day.